the cult of the Spoilerverse.
And welcome back to Spoiler Country.
I'm Kenric Regan.
I'm Johnny Horsley. And today on the show...
Hey, people of Earth, it's time to enter the Spoilerverse via our secret portal at the exclusive Arctic Club in beautiful downtown Seattle with our hosts, John and Kenric. Welcome to Spoiler Country.
Hey, if you're listening to our show for the first time and you're on one of the social medias that we're on, like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, any of those kinds of things, you should always check us out on Spoilerverse.com. But if you want to keep up with our latest episodes, you should bring out your smartphone, get into your favorite podcatcher, find Spoiler Country, and hit subscribe. Then you'll get all our new stuff.
And if you want to reach out to us, you can do that in two ways. You can call us, leave us a voicemail at 707-656-2080. Again, 707-656-2080. Or you can shoot us an email at spoilercountry@gmail.com. Join the cult of the Spoilerverse, and welcome back to Spoiler Country. Kenric Regan is not here because today is a special day where we roast the hell out of that man because it's his birthday. So we got some pretty cool stuff for you today. First, as you probably heard a minute ago before I did my little thing, is we had a Maj Podge of people doing Kenric's famous, legendary opening there. And we got some little comments here from people having some fun. First up, Casey and I sat down and talked a little bit about Kenric, and we can kind of tell how tired we are, but stick around because I'm not going to cut in and out. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to play them all for you and then come back at the end and wrap it up. But we got some notes from various people from around the Spoilerverse to help celebrate Kenric being old as dirt.
Just riff for a few minutes, and because you don't want a whole
I'm gonna lay down a fat beat, and you're gonna rap about him for like 10 minutes straight. Ready?
It's gonna be really awful. Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
Oh my lord.
That'd be terrible. I mean, it'd be hilarious, but it'd be terrible.
So I'm gonna pull something up real quick. I'm gonna play it over the microphone.
All right, let's do it.
Un segundo, por favor. That's Mexican for...
That's Spanish, you racist fuck.
I mean, yeah.
You're very bad at verbal delays when you're trying to push play on something. You're supposed to riff and talk about things while you're trying to delay things. Yeah, so this cool thing we're going to play up and get it queued up here, and you're just like, yeah, I'm going to play something. Fuck.
Yeah. Well, my phone takes forever.
I need get a new phone. Get a new phone.
I think what I have, an 8.
An iPhone?
Yeah.
An iPhone 8?
Yeah.
It's not that old. I mean, my daughter has an iPhone 6 Plus, so.
Yeah, hold on one second. Okay. I heard some craziness in the other room. Man, I was having so much trouble getting into sleep tonight. I was like, oh my God. Yeah. But it's every night, though.
No, I know. And especially with this quarantine shit, getting kids to bed is even harder than it was before this.
Yeah, so this is the intro for Spoiler Country. I want you to listen. Is this a werewolf mid-transition, or is this a guy who got his junk on a zipper and he's desperately trying to just show will go on?
Join the cult of the Spoilerverse, and welcome back to Spoiler Country. I'm Kenric Regan. That is Mr. Horsley. And today on the show...
So I listened to it at 1.5 speed.
Right.
Way more werewolf in transition and or guy who got his junk caught in a zipper.
It's absolutely a werewolf in transition because it's a welcome back. It changes.
It's from the diaphragm, man. Deep down in that diaphragm.
I think if you follow Kenric's intros from the beginning of the show to now, he's slowly transforming into a werewolf. Every episode, he's a little more werewolfy, and it's someday by episode 500, episode 1000, he's just going to be the episode is going to go, how? That's going to be the intro. He's going to be full on wolf.
I mean, whatever works, right?
I mean, he seems to like it. I think it's hilarious that after the first I don't know, 10 or 20 episodes, he started doing the intro. And all of a sudden he was like, yeah, John, you can't do the intro anymore. Because we used to go back and forth. And then his motherfucker's like, no, it's mine now. And then when I did it again, like episode like 60 or something, that he was like, yeah, that was weird.
He goes hard, man. He really goes hard.
He does. It's one thing Kenric does. He goes everywhere hard.
So,
it's a medical condition. I'm sorry. He's got to get it checked out.
I mean, that's good though, because it's at his age. I mean, it's kind of good that he can still do that.
I mean, he's always ready to fuck shit up.
Hey, let's pause it real quick. I gotta go take care of an emergency. You there?
Yep.
Jesus Christ, man.
What happened?
So, my kids, they have their own separate rooms.
Right.
But Holland and Harper, the oldest one, wants to have Holland in the same room. So we got them a bunk bed so they can sleep in the same room. Harper farted.
Oh, God.
And it pissed off my 5-year-old so much that she just started screaming and crying. And I was like, well, y'all can, you can go sleep in your room and Harper can stay in her room if you want. No! Both of them.
That's not what I wanted. I wanted to bitch about the fart.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's kids for you.
Yeah. So, speaking of people that fart a lot and yell, that Kenric. I've never been around him, but
oh, you will. Let's just say that man, when he's in a room, he's there, either by his voice or by his smell, one of the two.
He's got a like projecting voice, so dude, I guess he's in the right field.
When we record podcasts in the same room, it's so hard because his voice is so loud naturally that no matter what I do, my mic picks up everything he says, like without fail. So the editing, because we used to record podcasts here in my office, where he would just sit at Kaylee's desk with his mic, and I'd be with my mic. We would just record. But we did a bunch of them that way without like editing them first. We just recorded a bunch of them one day over a weekend. I went to edit him, man. I had to spend so much time silencing him on my track because he'd be talking and it'd be like he just had two microphones in front of him. I'm like, can you talk a little fucking quieter, man? He's like, just my voice, man.
So how old is he turning, man?
So he was born in 74, so 46.
40, holy shit, 46.
46. He's old as fuck.
Nice.
I mean, I shouldn't say that. He's 8 years older than I am. So I mean, I'm right behind him.
No, dude. No, it means he's 8 years older than me. That is old as fuck.
Yeah.
So
because we're old as fuck. But on the plus side, I still have all of my hair, and he doesn't. So.
Man, so I got my first post-COVID haircut.
Oh yeah.
Although it's not post-COVID, I got my first haircut since
during COVID.
Yeah.
I just shaved my head. I dyed my hair, no terrible, and I shaved my head.
First haircut since January. I looked like I was in a rebellious teenage lesbian. It was just like.
Tell me more.
Yeah, we might need to shave. We might need to cut that. It was like short on one side, but long enough to cover my ear, but then like really long on the top. So whenever I'd like try to like move it over, it looked like I had a bad comb over.
Oh Jesus!
And so I finally got it cut.
Dude.
And
how's it look now?
I look like I'm a youth minister.
Oh, so normal.
My wife was like, she cut it too short. She fucked it up. You look like a nerd now. So,
so your wife cut it?
No. I went to a hair place.
Oh.
So.
See, I had my hair's obviously everybody who's seen a picture of me because I post them online all the time. I'm fully gray, pretty much, right? Like I have gray and I have dark gray in my hair. There's no brown or black left in my hair anywhere at all. And I dyed my hair. We had this like burgundy brown hair dye upstairs. This was a couple months ago. I was like, fuck it, let's do it. So we dyed my hair and it had grown out. Usually I keep my sides short, like I style the top, but it had grown out to where I had like a poofy hair on the side and stuff. So we dyed it this like reddish brownish color. And I shit you not, it looked like a toupee. Like It looked like I was wearing a toupee. And then I combed it away, and it looked like I had like a helmet head on, like, you know, Lego hair. It looked like somebody put a helmet of hair over my head, and I was like, we got to fucking cut this. So we cut it. Kaylee cut it.
Is that why you shaved your head?
Kind of. So Kaylee cut it, and she actually had it looking pretty decent, but it was still dyed. I didn't dye my beard, so my beard was still gray. My hair was dyed, so it looked off. And then my friend got married, and we were in the wedding, and it was like a small wedding outdoors during COVID because it was all fucked up. But for the wedding, I shaved my head because it just looked too freaking bad. And now my hair's shaved again. So
you look like a giant thumb.
I do a sexy thumb. I mean, come on, man. Doesn't get much sexier than the white old fat man with a gray beard and bald head.
So, yeah,
it's an American dream.
I got the gray beard going. The hair is still there.
Yeah.
And I said something to the lady that was cutting my hair. I was like, she said something about dudes going bald, and I was like, yeah, whistling past the graveyard right here. And she said, it's not gonna happen to you. You're gonna go gray though. And I was like, oh fuck, that's cool. I'll do it.
My dad used to say he'd either go gray before it turns loose. Turn gray before it turns loose. And it's like, Kenric doesn't have a lot of gray hair, but it's because he doesn't have a lot of hair. But he doesn't have a lot of gray hair in his beard or anything. And like mine's all gray, and he's 8 years older than me, and that makes me a little irritating. So I'm like, why can't I just keep the color of my hair a little longer? Because I've had gray hair since I was like 14, 15. I've had full gray hair since I was like 30.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So why are we talking about Kenric so much? I'm sure everyone's wondering who hasn't read the episode title, and he's not here. I mean, I'm sure we could just say we just really, really wanted to make fun of him.
Roast him.
Yeah, we just wanted to fucking roast him. I mean, he gets his day in the sun. Now it's our turn, man. It's our turn. But no, it's his birthday.
Happy birthday, man.
It's his fucking birthday. And as he'll tell you, every year his mom gets the date wrong on his birthday. She always wishes him a happy birthday like 2 days early or 2 days late.
I'm just glad he's not an only child. That would be pretty bad.
No, he's the youngest of four, but his mom is my Kaylee's grandma, my grandma.
Yeah, no wonder the poor woman was exhausted.
Yeah, she's exhausted, especially with Kenric as a kid. I mean, come on. Oh man, no, it's funny. It's his birthday, and I decided last week that I wanted to do something for his birthday, just to be like, it'd be fun to just kind of do a little roast on him. And we've been talking about, because his intro, I kind of feel like his intro to the show is kind of iconic for what the show is. He's kind of molded it into this thing that has defined the show in a way, inadvertently. And his excitement and his cadence in that intro kind of sets the tone for the show. So if you listen to an episode where it's like, I don't know, because I've been doing a lot of listening to old episodes right now to try and grab some sound bites that I'll play here in a little bit and around this stuff for everybody to listen to of things past, like the Ghost of Podcast past. But the show used to be like, hi, I'm Kenric, and that's Johnny, and we're Spoiler Country, and today on the show we're going to talk about The Killing Joke. And so The Killing Joke is a book written by Alan. Yeah, it's like all like monotone, and like we got a little excited, but it was like meh. But then as the show goes on, the intro gets welcome back, and gets more into that voice, and then the whole show is just energetic and fun. I think it helped really define when our show got good, is when the intro started getting more energetic.
Well, it's bombastic, and it set the tone, and that kind of set the pace for everybody else. Although I think with my NPR voice right now, falling short of that.
No, I love it because we do our intro like King does the thing we talk about, and you're always like, all right, welcome back to Spoiler Country. And I am Casey T. Allen, and today I'm talking with blah 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 about their blah blah blah. And thanks for coming on the show. How you doing today? That's my impression of you doing your intro.
Just try to let everybody know it's a safe space.
Yeah.
And but really, I'm looking forward to getting drunk and watching a dumb movie with you guys again.
Oh God, dude! We did was it Death Stalkers?
It was awful.
You didn't finish it though. You tapped out, man. It was dumb. It was lame. You tapped out.
It was.
I mean, you missed out on at least like 20 rape scenes when you tapped out.
Oh man,
that would be so bad.
That was one of the reasons I was like, I cannot. What they had
everything was rape.
They had a lot different views on sexuality in the 80s, I guess.
Not even sexuality. It's like
scumbags.
I mean, they're just like, I mean, I guess they were trying to make a period piece. Like everybody raped everybody. Let everybody up in here. But like, no. We were supposed to do one of those on Velocipaster, but I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, it's phenomenal.
Yeah, I need to watch it and get Kenric to watch it. We can do another one on Velocipaster.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, we need to find something else after that.
Oh, there's so many good bad movies. I tried to get you guys to do one on the Shark Dick movie.
Oh God,
what was it called? It was like, I don't know. It was a guy. The guy had an act. He was had
I think it was actually Dick Shark.
Dick Shark, yeah, Dick Shark. And it was basically the plot of the movie was that he had an experiment to make his penis bigger or something like that, or cream or something like that, and it turned his dick into a shark, and then the shark jumped off of his body and killed him and went around and murdered people while being a shark. And it was the dumbest thing ever.
The grace of God go I.
Oh man, you have to
hate when that happens.
Right. The only place you can watch it is on like porn sites, even though it's not really a porn. Like it is in a way that's like a softcore porn. It's like a Showtime porn, right? There's boobies and butts in it and stuff, and they show like these fake sex scenes, right? But there's no like actual penetration. They don't like show him doing things. Like you see like the Dick Shark like touch a vagina, but that's really it.
Are there any actual dick sharks?
No, there's no actual dicks. It's just this really bad like molding, like clay molding of a shark in a dick form. I only watched like 35 minutes of it, and then I had to stop because it was so bad. I mean, it was beyond like B-movie bad, and I swear to God that movie was just made because the writer-director wanted to film scenes with a bunch of naked chicks, and that's cool, whatever. But there was like no plot. I mean, the lines were just bad. The dialogue was. I feel like a 15-year-old kid could write better dialogue for a Dick Shark movie.
Is he like an even worse Russ Meyer?
Dude, yes.
Yeah, man. Happy birthday, Ken.
Happy birthday, Ken Dick.
Yeah, Ken Dick.
See, I can make
Does
all the riffs.
Does anyone ever call him Ken?
No one calls him Ken.
No? Okay.
I mean, people on the phone do. Like, they don't know him. They'll say Ken. He doesn't correct him, if I understand. But, I mean, I've never heard anybody call him Ken to his face. And I've known him for like 13 years, 14 years.
Word.
Yeah. He's a good guy. Ken's a good guy. Ken Dick.
Yeah. I like old... I'm not going to call him that. I like Kenric. Kenric is a good guy.
Or Kentucky,
Happy birthday,
as Jay calls him, Kentucky. Which makes me laugh that Jay calls him Kentucky. And he calls me Overlord John. And that's like, really? And Casey Tickle Monster Allen.
That was supposed to be between us.
Well, it's said live on several podcasts where I call you Tickle Monster. So it's not really between us anymore. It's out of the bedroom and onto the streets.
Oh, Lord.
Because you're Casey T. Allen from the streets. Or Man on the Streets.
I am.
Man on the Streets and Man in the Sheets. All right. It's late. I know you're tired.
Are we going to get anything out of that?
I don't know. So, I mean, we're good. You're good. Happy birthday, Kenric. This is fun. We got stuff you're listening to, so keep listening. We got some cuts from people on the network, and we got some cuts from old shows just to kind of have some fun with it.
Hey, are we on?
All right. Welcome. We're on. We're recording.
That's our
That's
intro.
a great intro.
Hey, are we on?
Hey, I just say, are we doing it? What the fuck? I don't know, man. Oh, shit.
Yeah, see, you're sounding really weird, man. You're sounding like there's some, what do they call it when the audio pixelates? You know what I mean? That's the only way I can think of how you would say it.
It's digitizing?
Yeah, it's digitizing your voice.
Weird.
Yeah, it's like
when
you kind of
I have my auto-tuner turned off. We're on. Mics are hot. Mics are hot.
Hey, all right. This is Spoiler Country. I'm Kenric Regan. That's Johnny Horsley over there.
Yo.
And we have some things to talk about and a review of Kingdom Come, and then we'll let things fly from there. So with that, here we go. Okay, it's Saturday morning.
Wait, do you know what episode this is?
No.
This is episode 10.
Oh, episode 10. Welcome to
Happy 10th podcast.
Happy 10th podcast. Spoiler Country, 10 episodes in. Saturday morning.
10 episodes in 2.5 weeks.
2.5 weeks. Yeah, we're trying to be prolific. Hopefully we can keep this going at some level. But
hey, welcome back to Spoiler Country. I'm Kenric Regan. That is Johnny Horsley. And the reason that I'm a little giddy today is because we get to talk with Richard Kadri. Welcome back to Spoiler Country. I'm Kenric Regan. That's Johnny Horsley. And today on our show, all right, welcome back to Spoiler Country. I'm Kenric Regan. That's Johnny Horsley. And today on our show, all right, welcome back to Spoiler Country. I'm Kenric Regan. That is Mr. Horsley. And today on the show, all right, welcome back to Spoiler Country. I'm Kenric Regan. That is Mr. Horsley. And today on the show, all right, welcome back to Spoiler Country. I'm Kenric Regan. That is Mr. Horsley. And today it's finally, all right, welcome back to Spoiler Country. I'm Kenric Regan. That is Mr. Horsley. And of course, today on the show, it's an old hack. All right, welcome back to Spoiler Country. I'm Kenric Regan. That is Mr. Horsley. And today on the show, oh, United Armies of Spoilerverse, welcome back to Spoiler Country. I'm Kenric Regan. That is Mr. Horsley. And today on the show, well, it's probably, oh, Armies of the Spoilerverse, welcome back to Spoiler Country. I'm Kenric Regan. That is Mr. Horsley. And today on the show,
We're rolling.
join the cult of the Spoilerverse and welcome back to Spoiler Country. I'm Kenric Regan. That is Mr. Horsley. And today on the show, join the cult of the Spoilerverse and welcome back to Spoiler Country. I'm Kenric Regan. That is Mr. Horsley. And today on the show, well, it's citizens of the Republic of Spoilerverse. Welcome back to Spoiler Country. I'm Kenric Regan. That is Mr. Horsley. And today on the show, United Armies of the Spoilerverse, welcome back to Spoiler Country. I'm Kenric Regan. That is Mr. Horsley. And today on the show, join the cult of the Spoilerverse and welcome back to Spoiler Country. I'm Kenric Regan. That's Mr. Horsley. And today on the show,
hi everybody, this is Jay Roach, ex-co-host of My Worst Holiday, writer extraordinaire for Spoiler Country, aspiring artist, and imagine my surprise when I got the call to say a little something about MSNBC host, atheism activist, uber liberal Ron. Oh wait, the booth is, it's not Ron Reagan. Oh, okay, I get it. Okay, let's start over. Hey everybody, this is Jay Roach, ex-co-host of My Worst Holiday, writer extraordinaire for Spoiler Country as Mr. J, aspiring artist, and imagine my surprise when I was contacted to say a little bit about comedian, star of Shorties Watching Shorties, appeared on Comedians in Cars Gathering Coffee with Jerry Seinfeld, the great Brian. What do you mean it's not Brian Regan? Who? What? Kenric. That's one name. Did his parents sell GHB back in the day and pick the two most likely names to use to date rape drug and combine them? Kenric. What the hell kind of name is Kenric? His mom must have been a hippie. Jeez, Kenric. Well, anyway, when Kenric contacted me, he told me, hey, if you write for us, you will be as big a star as me and Johnny. And you know what? He was 100% correct. I'm as big a star as him and Johnny. Sadly. But, you know, what can you do? What can you do? But anyway, I'd like to wish Kenric a very happy 60th birthday. And you know what? For your age, you're holding up really well. And I hope you many, many more.
That's right, Blizzard the Wizard. We're wishing happy birthday to Kenric Regan, and not just any Kenric Regan, not the one here on our universe where Spoiler Country is hosted by a magical talking cat and a human. No, we are talking about the Kenric Regan, who, on the infinite universes that are in the Spoilerverse, that is until the crisis happens, then we all kind of go down and just think they're Spoilerverse, because they're and that's like the best, the universe with the best Spoiler Country. You know, like all of us, and trust us, you know, when you have a magical cat that can travel dimensions, you listen to the other Spoiler Countries. And none of them compare to what, you know, this Kenric Regan and his John Horsley, what they do over there. They're the best ones of the whole Spoilerverse. Oh God, that was funny, but I mean, it wasn't as good as the Spoiler Country. So, you, Kenric Regan, if you're hearing this because this is going to the best Kenric Regan on the best Spoiler Country in the Spoilerverse, happy birthday, dude. Now let's get back to our normal podcast.
Hey, cats and kittens, join the cult of the Spoilerverse, and welcome back to the smooth jazz sounds of Spoiler Country. I'm the King of Bebop, the Earl of Jive, Kenric Regan, and to my side is the Duke of Triangles, Mr. Horsley, and today's guest will blow your minds.
Join the cult of the Spoilerverse, and welcome back to Spoiler Country. I'm Kenric Regan, and that's Johnny Horsley, and today on the show... Join the Spoilerverse, and welcome back to Spoiler Country. I'm Kenric Regan, that's Johnny Horsley, and today on the show...
So I started to think about it. I've actually known Kenric for a while, it kind of blows my mind. We've actually traveled around conventions together and gone to places out of state and knocked around at conventions and other places. And one of the things that I've always thought about Kenric and always surprises me that other people don't notice is, man, he is a nice guy. Just a genuine salt of the earth. I mean, wait, salt of the earth, or he salts the earth? I don't know if that's is that the right phrasing? He destroys things? I mean, bathrooms, yes. Maybe. Occasionally. Definitely. Just a genuinely nice guy. Solid, nice dude. Yeah. So, a lot of people also don't realize that Kenric and I are cut from a very similar cloth. I was a professional clown and came up in a circus family. He also came from a family of performers. When he was coming up, he usually came up after the monkey show. Everybody just thought it was an encore. As I said, we traveled around a bit and gone to some shows and stuff. And one of the things that I can tell you for sure, and being on podcast with Kenric, is that he is definitely a ham. He finds himself at home between two slices of bread. He's a sandwich. He's a sandwich. As an entertainer, he's a comedian and a half-wit. He's a two of a kind, you know? I mean, he does his best at doing what he does. He's got 6 jokes to be told, and told again, and told again, and told again. And again. Really, though, what everybody knows him for is being the MC of the Spoilerverse. That's right, the massacre of ceremonies. So, Kenric, happy birthday, and don't get in too much trouble. Or have too much fun. Trouble and fun kind of go hand in hand, so I guess have as much trouble and fun as you want. Join the cult of the Spoilerverse, and welcome back to Spoiler Country. I'm Kenric Regan, that's Johnny Horsley, and today on the show... Join the cult of the Spoilerverse, and welcome back to Spoiler Country. I'm Kenric Regan, that's Johnny Horsley, and today on the show...
Join the cult of the Spoilerverse, and welcome back to Spoiler Country. I'm Kenric Regan, that's Johnny Horsley, and today on the show...
All right, that was fun. I enjoyed it. I'm sure you enjoyed it. I don't know. If you did, let me know. Kenric, man, happy birthday. I'm so glad we're a part of this podcast together. It's been a wild ride over these 3 years. These 400 and some episodes. I should have mentioned this is episode 420. Just do with that what you will. But yeah, that's a show. That is a show. That's a show. It's hard doing outros by yourself. but I am. So if you like that, well, it's probably the only one like this we have on the entire network. But if you like more of my voice, head over to spoilerverse.com. Check out this podcast, Spoiler Country. Check out my other podcast, Happiness Adventures and Watch the Radio. And check out all the other podcasts we have there. And launching today, on August 5th, is Funny Book Forensics. Finally, the show's out. So go check it out. And while you're on the website over at spoilerverse.com, check out all of our other podcasts. I said that right. Check out all of our other, check out all of our reviews and previews and articles and all the cool stuff we have there. So much fun stuff. And be sure to go to that store link, buy a t-shirt, a hoodie, a face mask, because you wear a face mask in public now because you're a smart person. We respect you and you respect other people. So do all that. You get a few bucks and helps pay the bills here. But in lieu of that, in lieu of everything else I said, happy birthday to Kenric. You're an integral part of the show. You're the voice of the show. So here's to 420 more episodes, hopefully in the next 2 years, and we can celebrate 840. I don't know. All right, guys, one last thing to do, and I'm gonna do it myself because Kenric's not here, so this is kind of weird. But in an oceans of podcasts, we are Cthulhu, and as Cthulhu compels you to do, open the mind and read more.